Unity is one of the 7 other principles listed in the Principles of Design. Unity uses the concepts of harmony and balance to create a sense of cohesiveness to an art piece as a whole. However, unity can be difficult to define, since it can also be defined as a similarity or repetition used throughout an art piece. In order to help understand this principle and provide examples of unity in action, members such as Mariano, Michaela, and Salvador will help to explain this principle. Beginning with Mariano, one example provided by him would involve a sculpture with multiple orange glass squares. Made by the artist Donald Judd, the squares are repetitive with their colors of orange and square shapes, which would represent a tower-like structure. This example is able to show Unity's repetition in action. For further details into this repetition and more, this will be passed over to Michaela.
Artists may render unity through the repetition of elements, as can be seen in Pablo Picasso's Le Rond de la Jeunesse. In this vibrantly simplistic drawing, Picasso repeatedly uses scribbled lines and shapes to represent the outlines of figures, as well as a dove that is encircled around these drawn figures. This artwork is an example of how recurrent elemental styles can come together to create a cohesive effect throughout the entire piece. Sometimes, unity can also be complex to spot if used on a more conceptual level. This pathway is often used by artists to express commonality in a particular theme or trend, such as Romare Bearden's The Dove. While this piece may not speak unity right away, Bearden's use of exaggerated faces and the differing tonal values of gray are a similarly repeated theme throughout the collage, showing that harmony can also be present in variety.
And that last bit of variety comes our last member, Salvador.
When looking at this piece from 1938 by Ad Reinhardt, one can see the unity of color and shape. The colors are used repeatedly, yet it seems as if the shapes are not. The shapes come together effortlessly, all contained within a single square. The color palette is able to keep the piece looking whole, making sure every single part stays within context.
What art pieces do you know have a use of repetition? Does this spark an idea to draw 4 squares worth millions? These questions will be answered because of viewers like you. Thank you.